Yo, what's happening, guys? It's the OG Gamer, and welcome back to another video. So, today in this video, I'm doing something a little different. I'm making a top 5, the top 5 best zombies maps in my opinion. I cannot say that enough. My opinion, okay? So, basically, how we're going to be ranking this is my opinion. So, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and see you guys in the video. Okay, so, coming in at number 5, we have Dirties. Now, this might be a kind of, questionable pick for some of you, but the reason why I'm putting Dirties at number 5 is probably just because it's the best casual zombies map of all time. And I know a lot of people will say, what about Buried? Well, the thing with Buried is, it's almost too easy for its own good. Now, don't get me wrong, the easiness of Buried is great. I love it. I love hopping on Buried for, once in a while. But it almost works to a disadvantage of the map because it's so easy. There's really no challenge involved, so it's not that fun. The reason why I put Dirties up here is because, especially old World at War Dirties, it's perfect. It's a perfect balance between casual and a little bit of challenge. Because in World at War, the zombies are a lot glitchier and a lot buggier, so you got to be careful. But it's not like so buggy it's unplayable, you know what I mean? Also, not to mention, Dirties was the first map to include Pack-a-Punch, which is pretty dang cool if I do say so myself. And just overall, it's a great map because, you got the classic catwalk strategy. And the nice thing about Dirties is you have that strategy, but you don't need to use it. Well, I guess in the later rounds you do, like round 20-ish, because then it just gets ridiculous. But you can still train in, the courtyard area where the box is, or, even the under area where the catwalk is. So, that's why I put Dirties at number 5. I know it's kind of a low ranking for Dirties, but, let's go on to number 4. Now, coming in at number 4, I might lose some people here, but it's Origins. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this guy smoking crack? Origins should be number 1. And I can see why you would think that, but Origins overall, I mean, it's a great map, but there's a couple sins it commits. Number 1, the mud. I mean, the mud's my least favorite aspect about that map. The mud's terrible, okay? It's literally horrible. Number 2, the fact that you have to place the gramophone down in different locations and you can't just have one central location. I hate that. I wish there would just be portals in the main chamber that you could travel to the crazy place. Unfortunately not, and I can kind of see why they did that because they wanted you to, explore the map and whatnot. But, I mean, still, I really don't vibe with that. And the last thing is just the fact that upgrading the staffs takes a year. Literally. It took me over an hour to get all the staffs in one game. And I was completing the Easter egg too, so I wasn't just doing this for my own, just doing it because I can. I was doing it because, I was doing the Easter egg, but it literally took me an hour. So other than that, the map's amazing, okay? It's got debatably the best Easter egg ending of all time. Debatably the best wonder weapons okay, maybe not the best wonder weapons of all time, but this, like I said at the beginning, this is my own opinion after all, so this is where I decide to put Origins. I decided to put it number 4 because there's 3 maps that I think are better. Now, coming in at number 3, we have Mob of the Dead. Man, Mob, where do I even start with Mob? The best story in a map of all time. Of all time. It has the best story ever. 4 gangsters on Alcatraz Island paying for their sins because, they did bad stuff because, they're mobsters. And they're stuck in purgatory and they can't leave unless they break the cycle by, I think Weasel has to kill them to break the cycle. I don't know. But, yeah, Mob is just a great map for story-wise. But the greatness about Mob 2 is that you can play it casually. With Origins, you can't really play it casually without, wanting to build the staffs and whatnot. But for Mob, you can literally just get a couple guns, build the plane, fly to the bridge, and then pack-a-punch them, and then just chill on the bridge or on the in the cafeteria. That's the greatness about maps, in my opinion, is the ability to play them casually or the ability to play them, hardcore. And I think Mob has the perfect balance between hardcore and casual, what's nice about Mob too is that if you go down, you obviously lose your perks, but you don't die, you go into afterlife. So, exploring the map, that's nice because if you go down, you might as well be proactive with your downs. So, I don't know. That's where I put Mob of the Dead at number 3. Okay, coming at number 2. This one was really hard for me because I was thinking about putting it number 1, but I don't think Moon is good enough to be number 1. Number 2, though, you know, it is. Now, I want to make something completely clear. I am talking about the Black Ops 3 Moon and not the Black Ops 1 Moon. Black Ops 1 Moon is great and all, but personally, I think the Black Ops 3 engine and just, you know, the Black Ops 3 guns service Moon better. Not to mention Gobblegums. And that's just because I feel like the guns in Black Ops 1 Moon, I feel like they're not good enough. I love Black Ops 1, don't get me wrong. It's my second favorite game of all time, and I really don't feel like the guns service the Moon at all, I guess. I don't know. I feel like Black Ops 3 guns service the Moon better just because, you know, they shoot faster, but, you know, getting away from the guns and whatnot. Moon it has the best Easter egg ending of all time. You blow up the freaking Earth. That is amazing. That is so cool. And I don't know. It's just Moon is the perfect blend between like story and gameplay. I said Mob was. I take that back. Moon is the perfect blend between story and gameplay because, you know, you have Richtofen wanting to control everything and whatnot, and they have to blow up the Earth. And Moon is fun because it's in the Moon, so you have to wear like the mask and whatnot. So that's where I put Moon. Number 2, because there's one singular map that I like more than all of these. And like I said, this is my opinion. We're ranking these by my opinion. So let's get down to the number 1 spot. Now, coming in at number 1 is Eisendrache. Now, I know a lot of people are saying this map's overrated, you're dumb, you're stupid, but in my opinion, I think Eisendrache is better than Origins, and let me explain why. So, in my mind, Origins was kind of like the beta, and then Eisendrache is kind of like the finished product, because Eisendrache is basically Origins without the complicatedness of it. You know what I mean? It's like everything that Origins did right, minus what it did bad. Now, does Eisendrache do some bad things? You know, maybe a little bit, but they are minimal compared to Origins. Where do I start? Like you get there by riding in a giant robot in the cutscene. That alone is amazing. And, you know, going into further in the game, it takes a little bit of mob because, you know, you got the dragon heads you gotta feed to get the bow. And the bows, man, I could spend an hour talking about the bows, but the bows are amazing. Personally, my favorite's the storm bow, but yeah, the bows are just so amazing. They take everything that's good about the staffs and improves upon them. The one thing I didn't like about the staffs is you had to upgrade them. I was like, if you can make the base version, why don't you just go ahead and make the upgraded version too? I mean, it's fun to upgrade them and all, and, you know, you do all the challenges and whatnot, but I feel like it takes too long for what it's for. The staffs are amazing, don't get me wrong. They're great, but, I mean, after round 30, only their upgraded stuff is good, really. And the bows kind of just stay good forever, you know what I mean? And also, just, you know, elaborate more on Eisendrache, because it's my favorite map, so I might as well splurge while I can, is you can play it casually. That's the greatest part about it. You can play it casually. You don't have to get the bows. You literally can just get a couple guns and then just, you know, either train at the top area or train in the rocket area. I really don't recommend that because, you know, the rocket test goes off every now and then. Or you can train down in the main, like the temple area, like the, you know what I mean, the pyramid area. I just don't know what else to say. Eisendrache, in my opinion, I don't think Eisendrache's the greatest map of all time, but in my opinion, it is. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you don't agree with my opinions, put your list down in the comments, and then I will read them and be like, interesting. I don't know. Hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.